On today's edition of Talk of the Town, Deputy Karla Kerns in to talk about the Spring Pit event going on with the Guernsey County Animal Shelter. I have Adrianne, Paden, and Shannon Bennett on the Spring Fling fundraiser for the Country View County home. Michelle Carpenter and Taylor Leppla here from the Haven of Hope to talk about the Run for Hope that's coming up later this month, and the Community Walkathon, Community Good Friday service coming up as well. Jim Barr and Nate Davis in to talk to me. All of that and more on today's Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios, it's Talk of the Town with Perry Baranich.
And welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Daniel Barnett, in today for Perry Baranich, and I am pleased to be joined by Karla Kerns, Deputy Karla Kerns, here from the Guernsey County Animal Shelter to talk about the Spring Pit event that's going on. And thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
And who do we have here?
This is Danny. Danny is one of our pits that's been in the shelter. She's been in there since November.
Mm-hmm.
She actually was the first dog that I brought into the shelter.
Gotcha. So you have a little bit of a history with Danny.
I do.
So tell us a bit about what the Spring Pit event is all about.
The Spring Pit, what we're doing is, it's a regular adoption. You're going to fill out your application for the adoption. You're going to be approved just like any other adoption that we have at our shelter. At that point, you're going to bring in a 20-pound bag of feed, and that's going to waive your adoption fee. That does not waive your $20 microchip fee or your tags that are $14. But other than that, it waives about $100 off of your adoption.
That's excellent. Now, of course, pit bulls get a bad reputation, and mostly undeserved, right? I mean, it's they're like bad people. There are bad dogs, but pit bulls, by and large, are not portrayed the way that they are sometimes portrayed, let's say, in the popular media. So do you find that it's hard to have pit bulls or pit bull mixes adopted?
Right now, the struggle is we've got about 8. When we started April 1st, we had about 10 pits. So yes, we have had a struggle with it in the past. The surrounding counties right now are also having struggle. So we come up with something trying to move the good pits that we have. And every pit we have there is adoptable. And
I was going to say, I would assume that you screen might be the wrong word, but make sure that the dogs that you have in the animal shelter are good to be adopted and can go to any home, right?
Yes, we do. Not only pits, but any dog we have.
Right, of course.
We do that.
So if folks are interested in getting involved with the Spring Pit event, how do they do that?
They can contact our office at 740-432-2219, or they can stop down at the shelter, and while they're there, they can check out all the dogs we have, and they can also walk a dog for us.
Now tell us a little bit about the mission of the animal shelter in general. That might seem like a silly question, but I know that there have been some changes in the way that it's run over the last couple of years, and in fact you're a new addition there at the animal shelter.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about the mission of the animal shelter here in Guernsey County.
The mission that we have is we believe that every dog needs a good home. So we are working hard. My new office staff is working very hard. We are trying to get every dog adopted out. If they're not adopted out, we have certain shelters that do pull from us if they think someone in their area may be interested.
Now, if folks are interested in learning more about all the dogs you have at your shelter, obviously they can come on down, stop in and see them. Are there any other ways to learn about what you have there?
You can go onto our Pet Finders. Pet Finders is viewable for every dog that we have that is adoptable in our shelter. At that point, you can fill out applications through that. You're going to go, it's going to lead you off into it's called Pound Dog Partners. And at that point, you can fill the application out online.
And if for whatever reason, I know we're here to talk about Spring Pit, but maybe a pit bull is too big of a dog for a home. Maybe someone's looking for a different size of dog or type of temperament in a dog. What are the fees and things normally that you would have to go through?
The normal fees for a Guernsey County resident is $115. And then you're going to have your tags, which is $14, so it's $129. If you are out of county, you are going to pay $150. No tags because the county does not see those. And then if we have the Sell Dog program, it is $175 once they've completed the 8-week program. The program is an obedience training.
And that's done with the Noble Correctional Institution?
Correct. Yep.
So once again, Spring Pit going on right now, and let's run through the details one more time. If folks want to maybe come down and talk to you more, what do they need to know before they come?
They need to know what they're looking for. They can come in. Usually a dog is going to pick them when they're walking through. We've had a lot of people come through and say, that dog picked me. I was here for a different dog, and that dog,
very good.
The other dog picked me.
And if they bring in a 20-pound bag of dog food, that waives their adoption fees, correct?
Correct. And just so the public does know, it's going to be the same type of adoption process. We are going to make sure that these pits go to the home that they need to go in.
Very good.
And also the shelter, at any point in time, donations are welcome. We are right now in need of bleach and dog food. That's why we're kind of running the dog food thing this month.
Absolutely. And one more time, the phone number?
It is 740-432-2219.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much, Deputy Kerns, for coming down. Danny, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll be back with more on Talk of the Town right after this.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the Classic Difference. The Classic Difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the Classic Difference for yourself.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
And welcome back to Talk of the Town. The Spring Fling fundraiser coming up for the Country View County home here in Guernsey County. And I'm joined today by Adrianne Paden and by Shannon Bennett, who are going to tell us a little bit about that fundraiser that's coming up this Friday. So, ladies, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about the Spring Fling fundraiser. When is it, where is it, and I guess why is it?
Okay. Well, it is April 14th, this Friday, from 1 to 7 p.m. at the County Administration Building, which is across from Coney Island.
Right here in downtown Cambridge.
Yes, it is free of charge to come in, look around, cost you nothing unless you buy something, of course. So the actual address is 627 Wheeling Avenue, 1 to 7. We decided we needed to do another fundraiser for our residents because we purchase all their Christmas gifts, do all their activities. They don't pay. A lot of them can't pay.
Right.
So we absorb that cost. My budget doesn't hold that a lot of times, so we do fundraisers. The county has been really good to us and with donations, but we still need to do something.
Sure, absolutely. So Shannon, if folks come to the Spring Fling on Friday, what should they expect to see in terms of crafts or gifts, things like that they can purchase?
Actually, we have all kinds of vendors that are coming in. Mostly of them are all local around here. We have a lot of people that are making homemade cheesecakes, nut rolls, candies. We also have a lot of primitive crafts, Amish breads. We also have these Arctic cups that we have. These ones on display. If you can see them.
Those are a few. We have several different.
Supporting local teams, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, we're doing an oyster opening where you can chuck an oyster and then you can put it in a setting of your choice.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
That's one. There's different color. You'll pick an oyster. We'll shuck it for you. So it's kind of like a gamble to see what color you get. But we have, I think, 5 different colors, and they range white, red, pink, black, lavender, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
And so you kind of just pick your oyster, we'll shuck it for you, and then you can pick your setting.
Okay.
So
very good. And I'll admit, I'm not familiar with this being a thing right now.
It
so
is.
I'm
It's huge
learning
on the
something
internet.
new today.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. So an opportunity for folks who maybe have waited till the last minute to do their Easter shopping.
Yes.
Come in, get some treats, some goodies, apparently shuck an oyster or have one shucked
Yes.
for them. And of course, supporting a great cause. Now, you
Yes.
said that this goes towards the residents at Country View. And tell us a little bit about the services that Country View offers.
We are a county home, and we run off of a levy. For example, our levy might bring in half of what our budget is.
Okay.
So we have to make up that other half for our residents to be able to stay there. County residents, our cost is $1,245. If they can't afford that, then I can lower that rent. And we had a resident for 30 years that paid nothing because she brought in nothing.
Right.
So the county takes care of the indigent, and we're one of I think there's around 30 county homes left in Ohio,
Right.
and ours is probably one of the best. We have a really good community support, and the levy always passes, which is really nice because obviously we wouldn't be there if we didn't
Right.
pass. So we take care of all their needs, their basic needs. It's not an assisted living, it's a true county home. So we take you from 18 to death. Okay. Hospice will come in and help us too if we need,
Sure.
but we try to provide as many services as we can at a low cost to the families or to that resident.
And as you said, fundraisers like these are not necessarily providing for vital needs. Those things are afforded through your budget and through levy
Correct.
support from the county. These are for the things that give greater quality of life.
Yes.
Gifts, programs, those sorts of things to sort of enrich the experience, correct?
Yes. Our Christmas program is really something to see. Our commissioners come and serve, and then Santa usually comes and brings gifts, and the residents become two again. And it's really neat to see because who doesn't want a gift? I love
Right,
gifts. So,
of course.
yeah, and they do too. They love gifts, and it's not just a little gift. They usually get 2 or 3 gifts. And Shannon and I, how many hours did we spend this year shopping?
Like 5 or 6 hours shopping.
Yeah, and so we really put a lot of thought into their gifts, and we want them to have that experience because, again, everybody loves to get a gift.
Sure, and everyone should at that time
Yes,
of year especially.
absolutely.
So, once again, we have the Spring Fling for the Country View County Home. That's coming up this Friday, 1 to 7 p.m. at the Guernsey County Administrative Building. Come on in, do some last-minute shopping, check out the cool local vendors. And if folks want more information ahead of time, how do they get in touch with you?
They can call the home at 740-489 5351, or they can call my cell phone 255-0680.
Okay, Adrianne, Shannon, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll be back with more on Talk of the Town in just a moment.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
And we're back on Talk of the Town. I'm Daniel Barnett. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Joined today by Michelle Carpenter and Taylor Leppla here from the Haven of Hope in Cambridge to talk about their upcoming fundraiser, the 7th annual Run for Hope, a 5K run and walk that's coming up on April 22nd. So, Michelle, Taylor, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about, I know this is obviously the 7th annual. This has become your biggest fundraiser every year. Tell us a little bit about the inception of the 5K and what we do with it this year.
Well, April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and the color teal is the color that represents honoring the victims of sexual assault. So we wanted to do something in April to kind of highlight that crime. No one really wants to talk about that kind of crime. It's a pretty private crime, and so we wanted to just enhance knowledge to the community and let people know that there are services out there. So we wanted to do a fun event. So the Run for Hope was born 7 years ago, and we are really excited about it every year. We have a lot of community support.
So, Taylor, tell us a little bit about what folks can expect when they come to the 5K. I mean, obviously people know what a 5K is, but I'm sure you have other things kind of going on around that day as well.
Yeah, and the nice thing about our 5K is you don't have to come and run it. If you would choose to walk, if you have a group of people that you just want to go out and enjoy the nice day that we're hoping that we're going to have, and be there for a good event.
Right.
It's not something you can just go and walk and see the amount of support that the Haven of Hope receives, and we're always taken back by the amount of people that come out and show support and are there for a good reason. And you just to give something back to the community and back to an agency that we're doing everything we can to help these victims and support those that need it. So.
Now, as we talked before, there's no cost. You can come out for free and show your support, but obviously it is a fundraiser. You're asking for whatever people can give as far as donations go.
Sure.
And I know you have some community support in that as well, correct?
We do. Edward D. Jones is our grand sponsor again this year. They've been our grand sponsor, I believe, for the past 4 years. Which is their help assists us in able to give the T-shirts away for free. And we have Race Penguin coming in to officiate the race, and we have the 96 FM road crew coming in to be there during the event, and obviously those things cost money. So Edward D. Jones being our grand sponsor, we're able to do those things at the race at no cost to the participants. So we just ask for a donation that day, whatever anyone can give. There's no specific amount. We accept all types of donations, large and small, and we use that for cash match towards our other grants so that we can provide services year-round.
Very good. Now, as you mentioned, the first 300 people who register, whether that's through pre-registration or on the day, are eligible to get a free T-shirt.
Yes, we try to choose a different T-shirt color every year. Everyone really likes to collect our T-shirts, and this year they're going to be black with the teal ribbon on them, and they're really sharp. And they'll have the logos on the back of the other sponsors that have helped us get this race together.
Very good. Now, obviously, the Haven of Hope provides a lot of services here in Guernsey County. As you said, sexual assault is the most underreported crime in the United States in general. It's not talked about a lot. So Taylor, tell us about the mission of the Haven of Hope and what you're doing in our community for victims.
Our biggest goal really is to assist victims through the process. It can be a daunting process to go through court. It's a long time. Typically, we're seeing felony cases lasting anywhere from a year to 2 years. And that's a long time to keep somebody interested and let them know that people care and that their voice is being heard. And we want to make sure that what they have to say or how they're feeling is relayed on to the courts and the prosecutors, and let them know that maybe how they're feeling is normal. You don't know how somebody's going to react to trauma unless you're in that situation, and what is trauma to somebody might not be the same trauma to somebody else. And just letting them know that that's normal and that's okay to feel that way. And just, like I said, making sure that their needs are met and that they know that they're not alone.
Right, and that's very important. Sexual assault, I know you also assist victims of violent crimes in general. And as you said, a difficult process, one that most of us, thank goodness, never have to go through. But when you go through it, you don't know how to deal with it. That's where you folks come in, and we appreciate that work that you do in our community. So once again, let's talk about the Run for Hope, the 5K Run and Walk, coming up April 22nd. Registration 7 to 8:30. The race steps off at 9 a.m. If folks want to pre-register or they need more information, how do they do that?
They can call our office at 740-439-7233. We also have information on the Haven of Hope Inc. Facebook page. But really, calling in and registering would be the best way to assure that they're on the list and ready to go before next Saturday.
Okay, very good. Well, Michelle, Taylor, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will be back, Talk to the Town, right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Bundy Law Funeral Home, locally owned since 1924, has earned the confidence of families they serve in the area. They provide quality service to the area every day and understand at the time of need you want to find comfort in dealing with folks that know you and honors your faith and customs. You'll get straightforward answers on prices, services, and pre-planning. You'll find they offer a variety of options to personalize your funeral service. See Chris Gibson, Jim Law, or Jacob Coe at Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
And welcome back for our final portion of Talk of the Town today. I'm pleased to be joined by Jim Barr and by Nate Davis here to talk about a couple of events coming up for and with the House of Samuel. The Good Friday services in conjunction with Harvest Bible Chapel this Friday, and the Community Walkathon coming up later this month. So, gentlemen, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
So, Nate, let's start with you.
Yes.
The Good Friday services coming up 6 p.m. this Friday, Harvest Bible Chapel, and this is your third annual service, correct?
That's correct. In conjunction with the House of Samuel, we have a community event open for everyone, and our foster parents, our church, and many times it's spread out throughout the community from people who don't have a Good Friday service at their church and they want to come. And we've seen over 100 people come to this event and pack the House of Samuel. And so we want to let people know, again, we'll be doing that this Friday, 6 o'clock. Usually runs about an hour. And we'll be praise and worship, contemporary worship, be some video that will go along with it, as well as a challenge from the Word of God. And it's always been a wonderful time of year that we've been able to share with our community. And that's what we want to do, again, just make this as a community event for our people here in Cambridge.
So what inspired you to join with House of Samuel in the first place to do this Good Friday service?
Just something that Jim and I had talked about, and our church had been doing them, but he wanted to have a way that he can bring more people in and in our partnership together. We do some other things together, like missions trips to Moldova and other places, and so it was helping to open up the door for more community involvement, not only in our church, but also with his folks at the House of Samuel as foster parents and children.
And of course, April is National Child Abuse and Neglect Awareness Month, so a great time to bring foster parents and foster children into the forefront and talk a little bit about what they go through. Jim, I think that leads us to our Community Walkathon that's coming up on April 21st. And for those who aren't familiar with that event, tell us a little bit about it.
We've been doing it for 4 years now, and what we do is we get people in the community to come and just do a nice, leisurely 3-mile walk. We don't want to, die. So we do a 3-mile walk, but we allow them to collect money, like traditional walkathons, get sponsors, and then all the money that they raise goes to our Kids Activity Fund, which provides opportunities for kids to go to camp and to COSI and to baseball games, and everything seems to cost money, So we believe strongly in giving them a lot of opportunities for socialization, because so many kids just have not had opportunities to do some of the fun things that traditionally we have done in the past.
Right. And that is an evening event on Friday, April 21st. 5:30 p.m., correct?
Yeah, 5:30 is the time to come and register with, if you want to walk by yourself, with a group, with a youth group or a team, anybody's welcome. And then after the walk, we get back together and have a little snack and time of getting to know one another.
Okay. Now, a lot of people obviously are familiar with the public children's services system, but House of Samuel is doing something a little bit different. They're a private donation agency, correct?
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about the House of Samuel and how you've been involved in that. Obviously, you're the director there.
Right. Actually, I'd worked in children's services both locally and in other counties for years, and started my own agency 17, 18 years ago, House of Samuel here. And we deal a lot with building families via adoption and fostering. A lot of people come on board with special gifts and talents that they want to foster maybe a specific type of child or specific issues because of talents that they have. So we just help make some of that possible for them.
Gotcha.
So counties, the surrounding counties, mostly within an hour and a half of us, will call me and say, we have this special situation. Do you have any families that can work with this type of child? And so often we can accommodate.
Mm-hmm. Now, through my family's involvement with Children's Services, and of course you and I were talking before, you and my mother go way back, having to do with foster care and working in that sector. Obviously, I've seen through the years a lot of foster parents and people who are interested in becoming foster parents. What do you say to the person out there who maybe has thought about becoming a foster parent or a foster family? What kind of family is the right family to do that?
The right kind of family to do that is anything but the perfect family. Perfect families do not make good foster families. Mm-hmm. We want people that don't mind dirt in their house, don't mind a little dog poop on the floor. Right. If they've dealt with those little crises, they can deal with the kids' crisis because everybody has them.
Right.
So
absolutely.
And I would add to that too, if they're considering it, we have respite, which allows foster parents to have some time off, and a respite provider. It might be a nice way for them to come in and see if fostering is
get
something.
Their feet wet, so
right,
to speak.
And so that allows them for a couple of days to host a child. Still go through the process of filling out an application and coming on board as a respite provider. But that's a great service as well that is needed for the foster parents and for the foster children.
Okay. So once again, the House of Samuel and Harvest Bible Chapel co-sponsoring the Good Friday services at 6 p.m. this Friday. It's the third annual, and the Community Walkathon on April 21st. And Jim, if folks want more information about these events or anything the House of Samuel does, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can stop by at our office, which is at 420 North 8th Street here in Cambridge, just below the courthouse and before the park, or they can give us a call at 439-5634.
Okay. Jim Barr, Nate Davis, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And we will be back to wrap things up on Talk of the Town right after this.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. U.S. Bank is the fifth largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Once again, I'd like to thank my guests from the Guernsey County Animal Shelter, from the Haven of Hope, from Country View County Home, and from the House of Samuel for joining me today and telling us about their events. If you enjoyed today's show, you can check us out on YRP-TV, that's our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, Talk of the Town, or on our website, yourradioplace.com. Once again, for my producer-director Adam Green, for Perry Baranich, our unusual host, I am Daniel Barnett, and thank you for tuning in once again to Talk of the Town.
Your sports authority in East Central Ohio is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270 on your radio dial. Featuring great programming like Mike and Mike, Dan Lebitard, Ohio State basketball, Reds baseball, Blue Jackets hockey, select NFL games, and college football and basketball. ESPN Cambridge is also your local sports authority too. Featuring local high school sports all year round with some viewable on Cable TV 2 in Cambridge or streaming online at yourradioplace.com/YRPTV. Your home for sports is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the classic difference. The classic difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the classic difference for yourself.